¿Por qué están arrestando personas inocentes que solo huyen de una dictadura, de una tiranía asesina comunista?
Tras la detención de la joven cubana Laura de la Caridad González Sánchez, líderes del movimiento anticomunista I-220A expresaron su apoyo.
Como movimiento legal en el estado de la Florida, necesitamos por favor que se tomen en cuenta que si no hemos cometido crimen, que tenemos nuestras vidas organizadas, nuestro asilo pendiente, que por favor no tenemos por qué vivir con este terror.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote.
Raise your hands, come on.
For Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote.
Arriba.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
I want to thank Los Tres del Habanas. How did I do, Mercy? For their incredible performance.
Nosotros lo hicimos porque nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a traer.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's what y'all did. Those people didn't even get paid to do that. Crazy. The wordplay that the GOP specifically used in Florida, especially Miami, on Venezuelans and Cubans is unreal. They told you guys that they're only going after the criminals. You guys are the criminals. When you come to this country illegally, that's the crime. But what you do is you seek asylum because you're saying you're running away from a very bad government. But you still have to get here to seek asylum. And when you seek asylum, you give your name, where you're living, where you're working. That's how this works. So that's what they did. They didn't go around trying to find a bunch of illegal immigrants everywhere because that's difficult to do. Apart from the farms and the construction sites, it's hard to find illegal immigrants in the country. They don't leave a paper trail. But people that seek asylum do. And that's why they went to y'all houses in Miami and picked y'all up because they knew where you were at. Your paperwork wasn't completed. But hey, I will vote for Donald Trump. You voted for your people to get deported because he don't give a shit what you look like. Y'all could look white, you can have the proximity to whiteness, but you are from Cuba and he don't give a shit. So thoughts and deportations. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all stand 10 toes down in your vote. Don't start bitching now.
Welcome back to Echo Room Vibes, where we swirl satire into the soup of today's sizzling headlines. If you are new here, hit subscribe, hit like, and drop a fire emoji in the comments if you are vibing with this. Today, we are diving into a twist no one had on their 2024 MAGA bingo card. Cuban MAGA voters flooding the internet with regret, heartbreak, and a sprinkle of poetic irony. So let's dive into the rest of the video and we will be back for more commentary.
How many Cubans are actually leaving Cuba? This map explains it pretty succinctly. Over 460,000 Cubans have either applied for a visa in Mexico or have emigrated to the United States in the last 2 years alone. And not only that, but the United States' Cuban population has doubled since the year 2000 from when this map was updated, from 1.2 to 2.4 million Cubans. This is not even taking into account internal migration, of which there's a lot, as a lot of the internal migration within Cuba is from rural areas to Havana, the capital. People simply go to where the greatest opportunity is. And of those, a lot of those Cubans end up going to the United States. Florida being the #1 destination for them, as there's already a massive Cuban community there. And the United States is implicitly kind of okay with it. This has resulted in places like especially Florida, but also bits of the Northeast like New Jersey, having very strong Cuban populations and communities. This is also resulting in a massive brain drain for Cuba, as a lot of its most skilled professionals get out of town. Cuba itself has extremely limited opportunities, to say the least.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good night, motherfuckers. I'm getting ready to go to bed, but before I do, I want to talk about Heidi Sanchez, who was deported back to Cuba but she has a 1-year-old daughter. Now, from what it says, and I'm going to read it to you guys verbatim, it says she showed up to an immigration meeting in Tampa, then got deported. And from what this headline says, that she was one of many Cubans that were deported from Florida this week. Now, even though I'm in Florida, I'm going to say this is new to me because I stopped watching the news since the election because there's so much messed up shit that's going on that I just didn't want to see it. But because this popped up on my FYP, I just had to go down the rabbit hole to figure out what the hell was going on. Now, this is Heidi and her family and her 1-year-old daughter, who they say that Heidi is breastfeeding. I'm not sure if the baby is breastfed only, but the fact that the government will deport a mother knowing that she have a 1-year-old child, to me, it's just fucking sickening. I'm just going to keep it real. Now, in this particular situation, I also want to point something out because I want to look at it from both sides. Now, during the election last year, as you can see here from the local news here in Florida, it said Cuban-American support for Trump at record levels, according to the polls at that time. Now, the reason I showed that is because in a situation where someone may have voted against their best interests, I'm not sure how I would feel about that. But if she and her family was a family that did not vote for this, then I kind of feel bad for them. But listen, with all that being said, what do y'all think about something like this? Like, do y'all think that this is just getting out of hand? Because I feel like it is, especially when you are separating children from parents. Like, what do y'all think? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. And don't forget to hit the follow button. Because me personally, I think it's disgusting. I really do. Toodle.
Good morning, everyone. I came in this morning just to have a little conversation with the Cubans for Trump. I wanted to make sure you guys knew of the changes that have been coming down the pipe. And recently, Donald Trump has announced he's giving you guys 24 hours. I'm sorry, to April the 24th. My apologies. He's giving you to April the 24th to get your business affairs in order and leave on your own, to leave voluntarily. And should you not take his 30-day notice and make those arrangements, he will be making the arrangements for you. Yeah. So anybody know any of those Cubans that were on that boat? You know, the Cubans, they were jamming too. I mean, they were jamming. Couldn't stand the lyrics. But their music, don't. Oh, they were jamming, baby. I wonder where they are. Anybody know? Are they still jamming? Are they still waving those flags? Are they still salsaing? You know, the salsa. Are they still? I just want to know if they're still partying. And I wanted to let you guys also to know of this change so you can stop wasting your time trying to call us out. You're wasting your time. You're wasting valuable, precious time that you could be doing so much more productive things with the current situation you guys are facing. It's time out for the gaslighting. It's time out. Where's Kamala? Don't worry about Kamala. She didn't make this order. She didn't give the okay to deport you guys. Those are guys you voted for. Yeah, y'all went Republican down the aisle. Well, Republicans down the aisle are all behind getting all you up out of here. So instead of asking about where we are, where Kamala, you need to be asking who you voted for and the people that voted alongside of you. Ask where they are. Ask what they're doing. Because the people who tried to save you, the people who were just pulling you back, trying to pull you back from that cliff, we had our feet dug in and we had that tag team rope. Everybody was pulling, no. You don't want to hear it. Matter of fact, you said you'd rather vote for Satan. Looks like you have. So, there's nothing we can do now. There's nothing Kamala can do now. It's past that. Because see, when the sitting administration is in the office, they're the ones who in power. And any politician, whether it's an ex-president, ex-vice president, they have no power. No matter what kind of plans they were presenting when they were running for office, those plans are null and void because they have no power behind the plans that they wanted to implement. Anyway, that's all too late. It's too late. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that the person that y'all was out there partying to name has given you guys 30 days to get out. So if you could tell me what the next jamming session would be, I really would like to tune in because I want to see if y'all still have that same energy.
Fair. So, explain it to me. Let's get into it. Ayúdenme a entender por qué los cubanos americanos votan por Trump. En Miami, porque conozco miles de cubanos en otros estados que no son republicanos y no son trumpistas. Y nacieron en Cuba. Y explíquenmelo sin decir que los demócratas son comunistas. Pero aparte de eso, sigo sin entender qué tiene que ver el hecho de que una persona no sea de X país. No va a entender por qué alguien vota para un presidente en los Estados Unidos. Ustedes vinieron a este país. Las políticas por las que estás votando son de Estados Unidos. Estoy segura que hay muchas cosas que podemos aprender de ustedes. Gracias a Dios yo estoy aquí por mis padres y nunca tuve que pasar por lo que han pasado ustedes en Cuba. Pero supongo que en algún momento entiendan que ustedes también tienen cosas que aprender de nosotros. Por lo menos yo, cuando he ido a Cuba, las X veces que he ido a Cuba, yo lo primero que he hecho es tratar de entender las normas, tratar de entender la política, no ir y imponer lo que pienso que sería mejor para el país. Primero que siempre he hecho es intentar de aprender cómo mis acciones afectarían a las personas en Cuba. ¿Cómo puedo asegurar que estoy haciendo algo productivo y no destruyendo? Nosotros jamás vamos a entender lo que ustedes pasaron en Cuba. Pero ustedes necesitan entender lo que nosotros, o sea, los hijos de ustedes, los nietos de ustedes, están pasando aquí. Y necesitan entender cómo ustedes y las decisiones de ustedes nos afecta a nosotros. Espero que algún día realmente se pueda tener esta conversación, porque hay muchas cosas que ustedes todavía tienen que entender que no acaban de entender. Y ya que me pongo rojo cada vez que hablo de esto.
Welcome back, fam. So here is the tea. Trump, the same man many Cuban-American voters rallied behind, has now ended parole policies that once gave them access to a legal pathway into the U.S. Boom! Just like that. Let's pause. Imagine backing a man who promises freedom and order, only to turn around and order you out. And now, these voters are waking up with that policy hangover, MAGA hat in hand, shouting into the void of TikTok and Twitter, "But we supported you." Now, here is where the satire bites. They didn't read the fine print, folks. It's the classic FAFO chapter we keep saying. Follow a man who says America first until it applies to you. People are now quoting speeches, tagging news outlets, saying, "Trump didn't mean us. We are different." Sorry, fam. Bureaucracy doesn't do emotional exemptions. So let's talk about the Tampa mother story. I believe you guys watched that part of the video. Wow. Let's talk real heartbreak now. A Tampa mother and her 1-year-old were deported, or is it being planned to be deported to Cuba under this very policy shift. Not satire. That's human pain. That's a life thrown into chaos. People are rightly upset, and many are demanding to know why those who once cheered Trump are now tasting the harsh side of the same system. It's hard to laugh here, but it's exactly the kind of twist that makes the MAGA reality show feel more scripted than Netflix. See the online backlash. Social media is on fire. We didn't think it meant us. This is Biden's fault somehow. We still support him, but this is wrong. The cognitive dissonance is next level. Supporters are trying to do political gymnastics worthy of Olympic medals just to stay loyal while calling the policy a betrayal. Meanwhile, the comments are flooded with users saying, "Now you'll get it." It's the internet's favorite flavor. Instant karma latte, no foam. Here is the real kicker. Not everyone regrets their vote. I don't know if you see that other video, one of the videos we posted just recently, where the title is MAGA Proud, No Regrets. Just go back and watch that video and you will see that not everyone regrets their votes. Some are doubling down, riding the storm out in full denial mode, saying this must be part of the master plan. And that, my friends, is where Echo Room Vibes lives it. No sides taken, just holding the mirror up to the chaos. Credit to all originators and stitches who shared these stories and reactions across platforms. Respect to those keeping it human, no matter where they stand. Comment what you think. I read everyone. And if you have made it this far, drop a Cuban or fire emoji below. From Echo Room Vibes, peace out.
Rap jingle, Echo Room Vibes. Beat kicks in, chill lo-fi or boom bap vibe. Catchy and melodic. Echo Room Vibes, yeah, we bring that heat. Set us so smooth, never miss a beat. No cap, no bias, just keeping it real. Comment what you think, tell us how you feel. One-stop spot for the daily scroll. Drama, fact, and a little bit of soul. Reacting to the world with a comic twist. We roast and reflects, nothing gets missed. No agendas, just that clever spark. We shine like what it takes to dark. Respect the clip, Stitch's origin too. We give the credit, that's how we do. Hope you beat with variation, Echo Room Vibes. You keep us fly, shout out every end, that 1,000 guy. Like comments, deported the tribe. Join the room, catch the vibe, fill the job. To all our subs, you keep us fly. Shout out every end, that 1,000 guy. We see you watching, don't just slide. Drop that fire emoji, show your pride.